Hey, this is Jordan from Jersey, and this is what I thought of Lost Season 6, Episode 3, The Substitute. And happy Mardi Gras, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Fat Tuesday. I know I am, especially after that great episode of Lost. Now, last week's What Kate Does, it was okay. Good, not great. This episode falls squarely in the great category. First off, we got kind of an answer to what the numbers are, what their deeper meaning is, and that was kind of awesome. Although, as my sister just pointed out, why wasn't Kate on that list? Everyone except for Sun is male, so it's possible that she's just not the one meant by Quan. It could be Jin, or assuming that male-female has nothing to do with it, could be Jian as well. Jacob didn't technically touch Jian that we know of, but maybe it's a genetic thing, who knows. Anyway, to start from the beginning, tonight was a Locke episode, and that means it's going to be pretty awesome. And this one did not disappoint. We got to see Locke 2, or Locke B, whatever you want to call him, have some run-ins with Hurley. You got to see him run into Rose. I'm not sure exactly what she did in the old timeline. I know Bernard was like a orthodontist or orthodontist assistant or something like that. But, and we got to see Locke run into Benjamin Linus off island. Now, question... Benjamin Linus, last we saw, was taken to the temple as a boy, and then not too long after that, the island was blown up. Now, theoretically, he had enough time to do whatever, be brought back to his people, get on the sub, get off, or something else could have saved him, or does this lend some credence to the theory that has been going out there that the island did not sink in 77, but at some time after that? It's possible. So far, I'm still sticking with he just found some other way off the island, or that wasn't actually Ben Linus, it was Jacob or Smokey or something. But only time will tell. And it was awesome to see Katie Sagal back on Lost. I love her character on Lost, love her character on Sons of Anarchy. She is a great actress, so it was very cool to see her back. And this was a good episode for her as well. What did everybody think of the point of view shot from Smokey? I thought it worked. I think it pretty much clears up the question of, is Fake Locke actually Smokey? I think they're just shying away from the actual transformation scenes for budget reasons and because it's probably going to look pretty hokey once they eventually get around to showing it. Let's just be honest. But the way they handled it in this episode, I thought it was really cool. Also, really cool, Richard apparently knows nothing. Just like everybody else on the show. Apparently the only people who actually know anything are Locke, or Fake Locke, and Jacob. And one of them's dead, so the other ones better start talking very quickly. Granted, he gave us some awesome answers tonight. How about that for the numbers? Seriously, that was cool. I think if they give us no more explanation on the numbers, I think that's enough for me. They just happen to be those people on the list. The long list written all over the walls. That was cool. I thought the throwing of the white rock off the scale into the ocean was kind of heavy-handed, but I thought the joke brought it back. It was pretty funny. And then the literal passing of the torch from Fake Locke to Sawyer, I don't know if it was heavy-handed. I did think it was funny that's happening during the Olympics, but yeah, some of that symbolism was a bit like, here it is. You know, we're smarter than that. We can find it without you just like putting it right out there for us to see. Now, I find it interesting that Ilana, I think her name is, knew about Jin and Sun. I don't remember any interactions between her and Sun last season, or this season up until this episode. So Jacob told her she got the information from somewhere else, but I am interested to know how she was exactly aware of that. All in all, this was a great episode for Terry O'Quinn. Another good episode for Josh Holloway, who last episode got to play sad. This episode got to play sad drunk. So some nice variation there. So far this season, 3 great hours of TV and 1 kind of middle of the road. But it gives me great confidence for the whole rest of the season. I will see you next week. Have a great and safe Mardi Gras. And I'm going to leave the comments section closed again, just so nobody posts spoilers. Let's keep it all spoiler-free this season, because it's the last one. And don't forget to check back every week for my comic book reviews, and I will see you next week for the review of next week's Lost episode, which title I don't know off the top of my head yet. But see you then. Have a good week.